everyone and welcome back to Style with Substance. Today I filmed this Olivia Pope's Scandal inspired makeup tutorial for you, and as Scandal is airing tonight I thought it'd be a bit of fun. I filmed a chatty kind of get ready with me talk through tutorial on this look, so if you want to see how I achieved it then please keep watching. Right, so I've started out by doing my brows and I've tried to keep them as thick as possible because Kerry Washington in Scandal doesn't have too thin a brow. In fact, she's got quite thick ones, but I've tried to get mine as close to that thickness as possible. So then I'm going to go in with my Benefit Professional Primer, just to keep a really matte face. Well, as matte a face as I can manage, because you know as well as I do that I am extremely oily. So yeah, so just rubbing that pretty much all around my problem areas, which is anywhere south of my eyes, and also up here in my T-zone. Being very careful not to smudge the brows. So I use the Fluid Line eyeliner gel in the colour dark brown, I believe. Sorry, no, Dip Down. Yeah, I think Dip Down is the colour. Let me double check. Comes in this little pot like this. Yes, Dip Down. So that's the colour that I used, and I use a straight edge brush from Zoeva. So next, we've primed our face, so now we want to do a nice even base of foundations. I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NW40. What I'm going to do is put it on the back of my hand and actually apply it with a damp beauty blender. So I'm just going to pick it up and really buff it into the skin. What you want to do, or the effect that you want to create, is kind of your skin but better. So this is not super full coverage, even though I'm sure on set they pile her with makeup, because her skin always looks very smooth, but she probably also has really smooth skin. So yeah, so you want really smooth even coverage, but you want it to look quite light, which is why a beauty blender is really good for that, because it just melds really nicely into the skin. I'm going to use a little bit more for the top of my head and on top of my lids, and just again just blend that in. So you can try and blend that back into the hairline as well. So we've got a nice even base of foundation. Then we want to get some concealer, and I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC45. I'll take that on my beauty blender again. Now I actually still have a bit of foundation left over on my hand, which is not a problem because we want quite a nice natural coverage. So I'm just going to place that only under the eyes, not doing too much in terms of concealer. We just want to brighten up the under eye area because Olivia Pope always has a nice bright under eye, which really pulls out her cheekbones. So you can kind of take it right up to the corner of your eye, and then you've got to do less work with the contouring. So now that's packed under, take your damp beauty blender again and really get that buffed in. And you can use the end of it to kind of blend out any harsh lines, and I also take that on my lids as well. And again, just buffing around here so it's not too harsh over there, and do the same. Now MAC Pro Longwear Concealer dries really quickly, as you can see, so you want to work quite quickly with it, and you don't want to work off too much because, as you can see, a little goes a very long way. So again, bring that up onto the eyelid area and really buffing the rest of that out as much as is possible. I also want to do a bit of a nose highlight, just because her features are really defined, and obviously I've had quite a lot of McDonald's over in the past few days, so Gotta try and disguise that, but yes, I'm just taking that same concealer down the centre of my nose and then just blending that out with the tip, just the tip of the beauty blender. It's mostly your finger doing the work, but use a tip to kind of keep it nice and precise and guide you there. So just taking that up into the forehead area, but also buffing that out as well. You can even take some of it down here if you don't want to do too much with the old contour. So that's that done. Now, as we know, Olivia Pope has pretty prominent cheekbones, so I'm going to use some MAC's Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NW58, which is about a couple of, well, probably more than a couple of shades darker than me. I'm going to use that for contouring, and I'm doing a sort of cream liquid contour because the finish is just a bit more seamless, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to take that onto a Zoeva 230 Luxe pencil brush and carve out the cheekbone area. Let's make the forehead area slightly smaller as well, even though she has somewhat more room up there. room. But yeah, just really define that cheek contour, and then we're going to blend that out, and then let's get a nose contour in as well. We're going to blend this one in with our fingers, because I always say that your fingers are the best makeup tools that you need. Much as I've gotten used to using brushes, that's just so that my hands don't get too dirty. But honestly, you really want to warm up the product and perfect your finish. Fingers is a great way to do that, using your fingers. I'm going to take up Beauty Blender again and just work to buff out that contour up there as well. Just drag it back into the hairline so it doesn't seem as obvious, but just so that when the shadow catches it, it's not looking too harsh. There we go. And you want the majority of the product to be up there, so if you need to do any correcting, use the other end, because you've obviously got concealer and foundation on that end. And if you feel like you need a bit more, you can just dab it on like so, and just blend upwards. So what I do is I'm going to take the remainder of that product and just carve out my jawline, because actually I want it to match with the rest of my face. So you just take that underneath and you create instant removal of the old double chin, if that exists. So that is that. So we've done the sort of basis of the face, and if you feel like you need to go in and touch up any more, particularly around the nose, you can do so with anything remaining on the brush. But yeah, we've kind of done the light and shade, and we've sort of created that effect now. Then we want to set everything that we've done. So I'm going to use a baking method, and I'm going to set my under eyes with this Ben Nye banana powder. And I'm actually going to take it on my damp beauty blender, because it actually lets the powder adhere pretty well when you do that. Now this is quite messy, so do be careful, but essentially you're just going to put that under the eye and kind of just place it wherever you want the light to catch you, because that is what this is great for. Just that instant highlighted under eye. Almost Kim Kardashian style, but you can tone it down should you wish. And then I'm also going to put some underneath the contour, just to define that and make those cheekbones really, really pop. So you can let it bake and sit for a couple of minutes, but for the purposes of time, I'm just gonna smudge it out and finish like that. Because what we don't want is too powdery a look. But that does the job. So then for the rest of the face, you want to set it with your usual powder. So I'm going to use my Sleek Powder in Tropical Bronze. So then you want to take your usual powder on a fluffy brush. I'm using the Sleek Pressed Powder in Tropical Bronze, and just powder the rest of your face, just to get rid of any harsh lines and come back to an even base if the contour work you've done is a bit harsh. Then we're going to warm up our face again, and I'm with your preferred bronzer, but I'm just going to use a Sleek Pressed Powder again, and this is in the shade Wood Smoke, and I'm going to take it on this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and just lightly, very lightly bronze up the cheekbone area, going over the contour, but very lightly, and this is really just to warm up the face, because in the picture that I'm comparing this against, which you'll have likely seen in the thumbnail, much as she's got a very defined face, it's also very warm. So you want to keep that warmth, you don't want to look too washed out. And that is what the great thing about bronzer is. Let's do a bit more on this side. Right, we are bronzy. This also sets anywhere where you've placed the contour as well, so kind of hit that double whammy. Right, so we've warmed up the face. If you feel like you want to go over that contour a little bit more, you can with the powder. So I'm taking the Sleek Contour Kit. I think this is in dark. Yes, it's in dark, 88.6. And just go over your nose contour, if that's what you want to go over. I'll tap it off because this has the habit of looking particularly too defined, and you want to keep it as natural as possible. So feel free to even take some of that product off. Blend away with your finger. And then you can take it to your cheekbones as well. Just to get that extra bit of definition. So that is that. Then we're going to do some eyeshadow work. Now, what I love about Olivia Pope's makeup is that it's so natural. It very much resembles my everyday look. So for that, I'm going to use that same bronzer shade for my lids and basically just create a nice brown, reddish brown base. And then all I'm going to do is deepen up my crease. So she's not doing anything crazy, nothing extravagant, just a very simple eye look. So I'm going to take this Statement Eyes eyeshadow in Taffeta. I need something new, so anything, just a dark brown eyeshadow will do. And just deepen up the crease. So just take that in with a fluffy crease brush, quite lightly. Fluff it out there. And do the same on the other eye. Now, in the event that you do this a bit too much and you end up looking a bit too smoky, you can take that away with just a clean brush. And obviously you kind of have to just make the look work for you, because not everybody has the same eye shape. She does do a lot of the under eye smudge as well, so I'm going to take a Luxe Precise Shader, number 238 from Zoeva, and just dust that under my eyes, just to really complete that look. So you're just smoking out that bottom lash line. Kind of really negates the need for any sort of what is it called? Bottom liner. I'm just gonna take it out a little bit. Feel free to use more if you feel like you want it a bit more smoky than she would have it, but do keep it simple. You can go back into that crease again if you want. So next what we want to do is highlight. So we're going to highlight the cheekbones just to really make them pop, and I'm using my Betty Luminizer from the Balm. I'm just going to place it on the high points of my cheek and then just blend that in with my finger. Same on the other side. Just the high points, nothing too crazy. And then if you want a little bit extra, and apologies for the lighting, this is the problem with filming in the afternoon. Want a bit extra, you kind of take that just on your brow bone, kind of smudge that out there. Oh, that's a bit too much. And same on the other side. You can use a fan brush for this, but I just want it to look really, really natural, so just keep it all here in the fingers. So moving on to lips, just to keep my lips moisturised, I'm going to start with this Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in the colour 671, which is Mink, because I'm going to be using a MAC matte lipstick, so I want to give my lips a bit of a moisturised base. Then I'm going to go in with MAC Swirl and put that over. The lip she has in the picture is kind of quite a red, but a muted red, almost a brown. Then, gonna go with my chestnut lip liner. Just define that edge a bit more and bring back that brown. I know it looks a bit crazy now, but trust me, just you can blend it out with your fingers or a lip brush, but it is important to blend it out. And if you want it to be a bit extra red, you can go in with a red lipstick. I'm going in with Sleek's matte lipstick in Vamp, which is 786, and just dabbing. Just dab lightly. Just to give it a red tint, that is all you are doing. Alternatively, if you actually have a red lipstick that kind of matches the colour that she has, like a brownish red, you can use that. I'm going to go back in with that Sleek lipstick. And just tone it right back down. And now we kind of have the perfect colour. So to finish the look off, we want to do some mascara, and I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, which comes with that really gorgeous thin one, just to bring those lashes alive. I'm actually going to do this look with 4Cs because you know my struggles. But I want to give them something to adhere to, so I'm bringing this out. And you want to be sure to take each individual lash and just fan that bad boy out, particularly on your bottom lashes. Same on the other eye. Really play with those lashes, like drag them up, get more product. What you could also do is do a bit of lip gloss, but not too much. I would definitely say just a bit, if you feel like your lips are a bit drier than you might like. Just plumps them a bit. Right, so I'm going to finish this look off with some liquid eyeliner, and this is just the Vital waterproof one. Now, I'm going to need a mirror for this. So you can actually choose to, or choose not to, finish this off with some false lashes. I'm going to show you what the look kind of works like without them, with them and without them. So this is the look without lashes, and I'll show you it with. So this is the look with lashes. Obviously it looks slightly more dramatic, so this could be Olivia Pope with a transitional day to night look if she's going out with Fitz after, I don't know, some day of slaying or whatever. So what I forgot to do is to set my whole face with this, with some fixing mist. If you've got Max Fix Plus, that works fine, but I just use the Makeup Academy Pro Base Fixing Mist. So always make sure to shake it, spray it out, and then that's obviously a bit too much, and then just fan yourself, get rid of, or to let it dry. And then this just means that your look isn't all powdery, it kind of has more of a dewy, natural kind of glow effect. So that is the completed look. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you are tuning in to watch Scandal tonight, enjoy. If you are a gladiator, welcome to my channel. The channel's name is Style with Substance, as you might have guessed. So I do everything from makeup tutorials, other beauty videos, lifestyle videos, fashion, hair stuff, a range of different things. I upload on a Tuesday and Thursday every week, so do be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video, and I will be back next week with a new video. Thanks for watching, and bye bye. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Style with Substance. Today's video is all about buying your dream home, getting on the property ladder,